Before we continue, I found something amazing by sheer coincidence. I just happened to be looking into Age of Empires and saw this trailer for one of the expansions of the Definitive Edition. Listen very closely.
Even I do not compare to the second son of the Cilician Armenian king, Neuras the Great.
That's Heismay, right? That's Philippe Spool! There's no way it isn't! I don't think the VAs are credited for Age of Empires at the moment, but that's clearly Heismay's voice actor. Anyway, back to our main attraction. Welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. Last time we cleared out the Tomb of Lament and obtained the goblet. Or did we? I actually went back and redid that entire dungeon off camera, making sure to try and get about the same archetype levels I ended with, so I still have Cleric at rank 3, still have General up to 12, still have Gunner maxed out, but the main reason I did this is because... So, I was kind of right about wanting to kill those mimics on the field with Thief to get those Leaves of Light, but wrong about the time you should be doing that. In the mid-game, these mimics, in the Tomb of Lament specifically, are the only renewable source of blessed water. It's actually very hard to get more of this anywhere else until much later in the game, and the only way to get it from these mimics is to steal from them because they're common drop, and killing them with a Thief on the field gets you their rare drop. So I went and repeatedly farmed steals on one of them. The thing about these is they don't respawn when you leave through the door and come back, like the skeletons do. So you need to leave at least one alive so you can exploit it like this. So I redid the dungeon and I now have 21 blessed water. That should be enough to solve most of my problems for a while. Graced water is fine. That's actually easy to get right now. I also equipped Lucky, although I think at the moment I have Lucky Find on 2 people, which is not actually a great idea. Yeah, you only need it on 1 person. But yeah, I equipped Lucky Find, so this run I got 5 Giant's Ribs instead of 3, which is going to help with cooking. Okay, so from here, we need to set up camp. Now this is actually very weird. We need to go somewhere else tomorrow. I normally wouldn't do this, but in my first playthrough, I missed Roger's Gauntlet Runner. He was the one... Actually, no, 2 candidates that I didn't fight, because there's also Jin. There's a fight with Jin that you can also do in this area. I believe it's after the soiree, but before actually leaving Brilehaven, which is kind of weird. But while we're here...
Alright.
Hello.
Report in to the Goat's Neuras. Yes, I have been bored on the Gauntlet Runner lately, but with this we can use up our nighttime slot without needing to use up one in town that could be used on Alonzo, or Heismay, I guess. He'll also get the reward for turning this request. Yes, tis the curse of hyperfixations. I mean, he's just a genius inventor in general.
God, I got it.
I love that voice clip.
Thank you.
6 Heroes Fruit.
Even so.
It's, the whole such a short span is quite funny if you put this off until very late in the game. Though granted, that's still like less than a year. So that's still quite a short span of time to be fighting that many ancient relics. Sad. But I mean, you know, some people aren't cut out for combat, but they can still support in other ways. Like, I like that there's definitely, there's some representation for that kind of thing here. Like, Neuras is probably the closest thing that we'll get to a male navigator in Persona, unfortunately. But, he was quite a dash with the fairest sex in his younger days, huh?
For real.
Yeah.
Gallica, how dare you? Neuras is the most eligible bachelor of all time. God, I wish that were me.
Quite.
Oh, just you wait. One more arc, Will. Just you wait. Ah, the Sylvain problem. Oh, okay.
Well.
Ah. Yeah, that is kinda how it could go sometimes. No, we certainly won't when we meet, I'm not gonna spoil later arcs, but anyway. Yeah, Gauntlet Runners are the true loves of my life. Yeah, this one, it's both the bottom options that are good. You don't really see Will doing this rank, that often in his, like, nighttime outfit.
Now then.
Seriously, though, who wouldn't want Neuras? I really hope Neuras finds somebody one day. But for now, Neuras X Gauntlet Runners is the true OTP.
Now, a new...
And, though, with this...
Goodness, life really is dashed interesting.
Well, yes, that it is, Neuras. But we now have the dashed interesting ability to blast things even harder in the face.
Sniper!
Like Swordmaster, the second tier of the gunner line focuses on area damage. Myriad Shots is a single pierce attack to all enemies, while Wild Salvo is essentially a nerfed version of Wild Barrage that doesn't require synthesis. And at your max rank, you get Smashing Salvo, a pierce attack that also debuffs. Similar to that Pugilist skill, but it doesn't get weakened from the back row. You also gain 2 passives from this archetype. 15% Pierce Evasion from Pierce Dodge, and Recovering HP on defeating an enemy, which I'd much rather have MP Recovery, but this might be nice sometimes. Now, Sniper doesn't just require you to max out Gunner, but it also requires 10 ranks in Seeker. This is the entire reason why Heismay needs to go into Seeker. But Sniper itself is required for anyone who wants to go into Ninja, so we're getting into some more complex archetype trees. For Synthesis, Sniper thankfully keeps many a bullet from Gunner, though its power is looking a lot less impressive at this point in the game. Generating in Slash Strike and Pierce weakness is still fantastic, and speedruns continue to use this up until the very end, because Peerless Stonecleaver. Contrary to its name, Bullet Barrage only hits once, but it hits very hard and ignores resistances. And then Myriad Shot is an upgraded version of Wild Barrage, being stronger and having its minimum hit count equal to Wild Barrage's maximum hit count. Plus it can hit up to 5 times. Even at max hits, it's a bit weaker than Bullet Barrage, but it has the benefit of hitting all enemies. Overall, I still like Sniper quite a lot for physical builds. It's the final form of Gunner where I'm gonna have negative things to say.
To the joys of your company, eh?
Ah, Neuras is great.
This one's important.
It's like, I was worried that I was losing some of my appreciation for Neuras. Ooh, 6 Heroes Leaves of Light next time. I was worried I was losing some of my appreciation for him after, you know, meeting people like Basilio and Fidelio and Alonzo. They all end with O's, actually. Huh. But no, it turns out that, yep, I see Neuras one more time. Yeah, he's still the GOAT. Like, it's hard for me to pick a favorite in this game, and that really says something. I think this game does have one of the most consistent casts of any Atlas game. Like, it's hard to pick any, like, sort of weak point.
Alright.
Besides the characters who are intentionally supposed to be weak points, like Liddell. So yeah, I don't normally start my days out in the field like this, but we are entirely doing this so that we can fight, well, you'll see.
Yeah, but it's your call.
Yes, we'll be arriving in unpleasant weather.
Which way should we...
Oh, you can actually go back through the forest and get there. Huh, that's cool, but that's gonna waste some time. Because, I mean, it would still be the same amount of time, I think, but it wouldn't take you through Roger's Gauntlet Runner.
What to pick?
So yes, indeed, what to pick,
Right.
Will? Is there actually anything available at all? I don't think so. But we can make some dishes that require giant's ribs. So Precision Fermented Ribs gives you accuracy charge, basically, while this one gives you Survive a Fatal Blow with 1 HP. Yeah, I guess I'll take this one. Briny Salt, Pristine Clearwater, you can just buy those. The other one requires Fiend Flowers, and those just drop from various flower monsters. I want to say that every dish a character can make has, like, a unique set of lines for them, so I may as well let these ones play out.
On guard!
I just realized I forgot to prepare my archetypes in advance for the next fight. It's probably fine.
Ah, goodness.
Or I carry only the finest.
Unnecessary.
That's the Awakening Armory guy, I think.
Your thoughts?
And with that, I guess I want to show something interesting. So normally I only clean the storage room for the chance of tailbait. But okay, we can't clean the deck. I think that can only be done at night, maybe. I was about to clean the deck because if you do that, then you do get a chance of 3 Luma Bees or Dream Eater Moths, which is the only way you can farm them in multiple quantities per day. I guess I'll try the storage room again. Because, yeah, Tailbait's really nice to have, especially going into the next arc. That kind of reveals a little bit that we'll be able to fish in the next arc, but still. Just Fragrance Spice that time. And I don't really want to reset this time because I'll have to do the Roger fight again. Speaking of which...
Oi! You lot! Blast! It's that Rogers crew.
The Wings of Freedom.
This country is bound by chains of the Senate's legislation and the Sanctis Orthodoxy. And what have these things cost us? Our freedom!
Well, that is true, granted, but we're going about things in a less crazy way than you are.
The last king must have known this as well as I. Clearly, that is the very purpose of the tournament. A fight to reclaim our freedom!
Wasn't this the guy giving a speech in Martira? What the heck are you doing?
Oh yeah, right, this is the guy who was like, no taxes at all, yeah.
I hold no grudge against all of you, but you've overstayed your welcome in this race. You will step down for the sake of a more free land.
I mean, we're trying to bring a more free land, though. Yeah.
I am crowned. I vow to abolish all the tariffs and laws that choke our people. Whether they be the Senate's trespasses or God's, I will defy and raise them all.
I think they knew what they were doing when they cast Adam Howden in English.
All people will be free. Free to seek wealth, fortune, and prosperity, with no regulation or restriction. I will liberate this world.
Wow, you're giving a long speech. Like again, I've never actually heard this speech before because I didn't find this fight in my first playthrough. And Neuras immediately cannons him. So, because we're in a storm right now, we're not going to be getting extra press turns.
Too much freedom is as bad as any other excess.
As an Australian, I would agree with that. But yeah, as high as maybe can set up formation of Vigor.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Roger himself was weak to Dark, and he's accompanied by a Mage who is weak to Pierce, and that's a very funny helmet, and a Roger supporter who is weak to Ice.
Falling back. Vitus power.
So okay, can I get any? No, it's only Muscle Kukasha. So yeah, this is going to be a weakness.
Come on! You hit their weak
But it, oh no, it does give press turns, right, where it's only in the rain, not a storm, so we're totally fine. Okay then. Oh, he got hexed too, that's kind of rare. On like just normal enemies. And yeah, I suppose you can Rising Slash. Oh, Mage is already down. And you can hit this guy with Ice. I wonder if I'll be able to take out both of them in the same, like both the supporters in the same go. Like the fact, oh, he has Frostbite too. Which is gonna, I mean, normally the main downside of Frostbite in, for us is that it negates your ability to,
weak to ice. Let's stop him cold.
Oh, okay, he resists all physical, and so does Roger, actually. He's probably low enough that I can finish him off with one of these. Yeah, as long as he's not immune to fire, this should hopefully finish it. There we go, yeah. Oh, he's weak to that, too. Oh, the guidebook's actually wrong about him, then. Huh. Also, he's using Swordmaster abilities there with that Round Slash, or at least Warrior. But okay, yeah, now we are against Roger himself. May as well go for the heal.
I owe you.
And then, yeah, Heismay's next, which means I can go for the Shelter Formation. Everyone, charge! Wait, no, everyone, pull back! Oh, yeah, he's resistant to all physical, so I don't think I have any ice items, though.
Not now.
So yeah, I'll pass with Stroll and go over to Hulkenberg for... Wait, no, he's dark, not ice. Dumb, but yeah. Okay, so let's hit him with the light there. Because I forgot to bring Thief, I should just use Synthesis skills to give him weaknesses. Yeah, I've got Ice Wolf Offensive, Mega Dola... This is a little... Oh no, I'll just use regular Matarakaja to put myself up to +3 attack. Why waste the extra increase of attack? And yeah, we established before that you don't have any really strong synthesis, and you have that, but that's resisted. Yeah, maybe I actually don't have that great of synthesis abilities to use here, but I can at least... let's hit him with some ice. Okay, down to pretty much a quarter.
Would strip away our freedoms. Damn naysayers. But I know I'm right. I know I am. Perhaps an igniter will strength.
Shield Break Wave is a cool name for the Matarakaja, but yeah, nice dodge slash putting in work.
Let's go.
Okay, Hex Shot.
Damn it. Let's get on with it. What happened?
If I pass over to you, Hammer on, and then I think Ice Wolf Offensive should finish this. Oh yeah, that does look cool. Kinda wish it's some of the giant wolf though.
Invested, but I'm not in this to kill you, merchant. Go cool your head.
For sparing my life, you have my gratitude. But in my defense, that is, in my defense, isn't freedom the entire point of life's pursuits? Or was I wrong?
We also get the Enfeeble Igniter from there, which I assume is what he used against us to debuff defense. And yeah, is that all we really get? We do actually get more from Roger later on in the story, but yeah, that's not like really a huge amount of closure, and it makes sense because this is an entirely optional fight. Alright, when it's stormy, you are not allowed to clean the deck.
Alright then.
In fact, yeah, you can't actually go onto the deck at all, I believe. Oh, and we're not allowed to teleport back to town either. Oh, while I'm here, I can cook the precision fermented ribs. And of course, that's also Hulkenberg. Trust her to be the one who handles the weird monster ingredients. No, that is actually very true. That's almost why, like, sometimes I haven't really bothered to, like, make a lot of meals that, like, take, like, 3 hours or more to prepare. Well, I mean, we already have a reduction in prep time, but it's thanks to Maria, not you. Yeah, when it comes to Roger himself, I'm just thinking, like, it's kind of hard to, like, phrase things to not make it seem like I hate freedom, but, like, Australians have a very different outlook on freedoms to people in the US. Like, the US is a very different culture in that regard. Like, I think I've seen it summed up best in, like, the video comments on, like, some video that... I don't normally watch politics videos on YouTube, I just find them too polarizing, because, like, YouTube's algorithm rewards being as polarized as possible. Yeah, I'm definitely the most behind on... Tolerance and... Yeah, I'm just barely at 3 on Courage, but I don't have access to a Courage activity tonight. So Heismay's Tolerance boost is actually worth less than any other character's stat, like, Royal Virtue boost on the runner, but that's to compensate for the fact that it also gets you a fight. And here, I can actually... Yeah, I will go back to what I was saying before, but, like, here... I can correct something last time. There is a reliable guide to all of the best responses in runner events. It's the official Metaphor guidebook, I shouldn't have doubted it. It has an entire section fully explaining the exact rewards from every single runner event, and also the best responses for all of the runner conversations. And also their, like, unlock requirements. It's amazing. This is definitely one of the best guidebooks I've ever, like, encountered in anything. Oh, we've got a mixed group of elementers. Interesting, okay. However, I should probably be able to cut down a lot of them at once with my, stroll attack. But, like, as I was saying, like the comment sections of a video talking about, like, how much freedom do Australians have versus Americans was kind of enlightening on this subject, because, like, a lot of the Australians in the comments were saying things like, the freedom to be able to just live your daily life and not be afraid of a mass shooting is also a kind of freedom. Like, the freedom to be safe, the freedom to not have to worry about active shooter drills at schools. With this is a lot more politically heavy than I usually get in these kinds of videos, but it is very much a cultural thing, because I know that America thinks of this kind of stuff very differently to a lot of other Western nations, and I think with how numerous Americans are online, it can be quite easy for people from America to forget that you're not the only, like, English-speaking Western civilization out there, and America's culture is actually quite atypical, by the standards of, like, a lot of things. There's
What do you want to do?
a lot of complications there to consider. So, I'm starting on the runner today, but I should be able to teleport back to town, right?
Where to?
I can teleport back to town, right?
Giving it some thought?
But it turns into nighttime. Okay, so this is a lot of day lost just to fight Roger, but I want to show all of the candidate fights in this playthrough. It's not actually required for an achievement, you just have to debate everybody. But I wanted to show that one, and also, you know, Adam Howden. So right, it's nighttime. Please be Alonzo, please be Alonzo. Yes! Okay, this rank for Alonzo is, like, just absolutely downright incredible. Also, I can rank up Brigida again. But I think I really do need to do Alonzo's one. There is actually a Brilehaven event that I can only do at night. I don't think you can report dental distress in... Hang on, can you?
Go.
Oh no, I think you can. Yeah, I need to report dental distress as soon as possible, so I should do that first. Yes, we can! Hi there, yes, we've bought the toothbrush of Hygienia. Unfortunately, I'm going to turn this one in before I get the benefit from Alonzo's rank 4, but that's because I have to, because this is a very tight deadline. Kill the mouth toxins in a flash. I've never actually needed to use mouthwash myself. I probably, like, I hope I've been taking good enough care of my teeth not to need to. But yeah, we get a good amount of money there. And the important thing about this quest is, this gold beetle is missable. If you let the deadline expire, then you will never be able to get that.
Just can't stand it.
I'm sorry, but this is like the inverse of telling Undying anime isn't real. Tooth monsters are actually real. I mean, you know, you can think of it that way. That might even be what they were born from, honestly. I thought this quest had like a punchline where there actually was a homotenta behind him. Maybe I'm thinking about that wrong. But yeah, we get a memorandum entry on tooth monsters here. Homotenta, a variety of human resembling a tooth, but many overlook the fact that they are humans because they lack any remotely threatening features. Upon closer examination, some even find them cute and fondly refer to them as wisdom teeth, as they often share intriguing bits of knowledge. Others say they can feel their molars throb when they defeat them. There is conjecture they may be part of a larger, giant human, but details of their biology are scant. Ooh. Just reminds me of Children of the Hydra's Teeth from Jason and the Argonauts, but those were actually skeletons, not like...
Welcome.
Well, I mean, they throw the Hydra's teeth and they turn into skeletons, but anyway. So yeah, we do have the benefit from Katharina here, so there's no reason not to turn in this bounty.
We did it.
And so, Ding Dong, the Lich is dead. And we've also retrieved the Chalice of Legends. Yeah, that's a huge increase to our monetary reward. And we also get more courage, which we'll get even more of once we go to the arena. We're really creeping up ever closer to winning that bet.
Exactly.
That's the only reason we're getting to rank 20. Of course it is. We're, you know, it's not for the country at all. It's just to win ourselves a bet in gambling. I wonder if anyone's ever entered politics entirely to win like a bet on, because people do bet on election results. Okay, yeah, so the podium's empty now. You can actually give your own speech now if you want to. You know, I may as well claim my position-based base mag.
Hang on.
But yeah, you'll give your own speech there. There is a best choice for that too, and the guidebook also has the answers for those. I might do these later on. Godot's back in 3rd place. Yeah, I suppose so.
Well...
And yeah, 10k mag. I've got quite a lot to inherit skills, honestly. But yes, you know, the only reason why I'm afraid of doing this one right now is because I obviously want to name this part after, you know, Adam Howden, but also, I have a very specific thing I wanted to name rank 4 of Alonzo's Bond, because seriously, rank 3 I mean, because seriously, this rank is like, you'll see.
Thank goodness.
If this is the rank that I'm thinking of, like, oh boy, this is the moment where I realized that Alonzo was one of the best characters in this game.
Ridiculous.
And that's really saying something. Okay, yeah. You know, not wealthy but not destitute is kind of my ideal state of living. Ah. Yeah, we saw her back at the Capitol, like earlier on as a cameo, and she definitely did not seem like an idiot. Yeah, well, now he's strapped saying it, so I spoke because before I actually got to see this.
Yes.
Well, yeah, mothers do have a way of knowing that. Oh. Yeah. This is why we need to educate people, especially the elderly, about scams. Yeah, just like some people are vulnerable to that kind of thing, naturally. Ah, yeah, so he basically decided to become a vigilante con man. The landowner of your hometown.
Sorry.
What did he do?
It'll be fine. Thank you.
Yeah, well, already, yeah, we're saving somebody's entire village. Yeah, it must be nice to be able to actually be genuine with somebody for once. Okay, I think it's rank 4 that's the one I'm thinking of.
I find myself wanting to believe you.
Wanting to believe you, huh? Not actually believing us yet. Oh, here we go.
Well, well, well. Good grief.
Oh no.
What? What did you do?
Oh no, this is the rank I'm thinking of.
Mother!
I'm sorry. Alonzo, live on.
Mother. Mother.
Hey!
How dreadful.
This damned!
You devil!
Yeah. Why? I'm sorry.
That was only rank 3, by the way! When I first saw that, I was like, that's rank, that's not even halfway through. I have no words. I also love the kind of symbolism there that his hat is, like, off in that whole thing. Because, like, that's, you're getting a glimpse of Alonzo being completely unashamedly himself, totally sincere, no lies at all. And that's what it took to bring that out of him, finally. It's just, oh, that is such a good, because, like, in a way that scene had to happen that early, because, like, with the first impression he makes, like, of just being such a duplicitous person by nature, that just, if that doesn't prove that he's a good person, nothing will. Like that whole scene. Like, clearly, he deserves every happiness. And I'm just completely vested in making him happy at this point. So, yeah. That's why! And it gets you Debilitate as well. And it gets you the best accessory in the game. Alonzo is just the best Bond. Like, absolutely the best Bond, like, ever. No dispute. And what sucks is that I can't rank him up tonight. So, none of my remaining quests have deadlines, so yeah, we'll get Knave's Loyalty next Alonzo rank. I really should save doing them until I get that. We really just have bonding stuff to go, let's waste no time. So Bardon will give me guaranteed escape, while Maria will get me closer to getting more experience. Decisions, but I do really want that quick escape, so I'm sorry, Maria, but I'm gonna go Bardon. That's just me in general. I'm sorry, I don't really prioritize Maria as much as most players of this game do.
You've come.
It's just, like, yes, her benefits are really, really good, but, like, I don't find them as essential to time management as Kawakami's, except for the fast cooking. Meanwhile, I do like Bardon's benefits for battle a lot. He's very much similar to Hifumi from Persona 5. And yeah, for this, I believe, yeah, with Eloquence we can encourage Bardon to just be himself. But is that really the right thing to do at this point? Bardon's taking things in kind of the wrong direction around here.
Thank you. Thank you, truly.
So yeah, that one was a stat lock. If you, I believe it will still, it will show a, like, a handshake icon already. This doesn't look good already. Yeah. Bardon with all of these soldiers behind him, all wearing the same colors. Yeah, Bardon's definitely not letting leadership go to his head at all. But, like, yeah, what I was saying was, it'll still show the handshake icon in red if you actually meet the requirement. If you don't, like I think I am with Hulkenberg right now, it's a grey handshake icon.
You hear me?
Oh boy, yeah, already getting to this kind of thing.
What?
Do you have any proof of that, Bardon? Just saying.
I know who it was.
Just so.
What did you say?
So yeah, this is the problem with Bardon's, like, way of doing things, is because even though Bardon himself is not, you know, did not intentionally do this arson, Bardon, by doing this, is making his enemies look better. And, like, Gastro legitimately is bad, but Bardon willing to go to these lengths is just making it easier for people to side with Gastro. Because, yeah, the sad thing is, he's actually not wrong about what he's saying right now.
Let's do this. Huh?
But there's democracy? How do I democracy?
Oi!
And yes, of course, the moment you start saying, oh, I don't want to hold an election because I don't think it will be fair, that's worrying. Like, this is definitely the reason why Bardon's probably lower on my list. Like, if you know where things go with these kind of games, like, they'd usually not give you a follower bond with somebody who was completely unlikable. I mean, granted, they have done that in Persona in the past, but still. Yeah, either of these work.
Bardon.
They both give the same thing. Finally, we get to actually push back on him. It's not completely Hidetoshi.
I haven't a choice. Am I understood?
Yeah, we're gonna hold an election, but I'm gonna be watching everything. That's also not a good sign.
You're a great help indeed.
Yeah. Bardon is certainly going down a dark path right now. Everyone is so frightened of you. I think you only have yourself to blame for this at this point. Tell me, have I made a mistake? Have I made an oopsie in turning this town into a police state? I'm leaning... Thankfully, this is the option that gives the most mag. I'm leaning towards yes. Yeah, this one gives the most mag at this point. Yeah. We need to find another way out of all this. Because the rate this is going, Bardon is definitely going to lose this vote. Like, at least the people in this town are, you know, have caught on that they shouldn't be treated like this.
I wish I had better tidings for you.
It isn't just the king who's brought democracy to the kingdom, we ourselves help bring democracy to another town. But yeah, I mostly do this for Escape Artist, because it's gonna help farm more things off of mimics in the future, potentially. And off of certain other enemies. There's an enemy later on that you can steal debilitate items from. So yeah, we'll get into that tactic once we get there. Yes, Bardon had a grim look on his face. And again, whose fault is that exactly? He's starting to learn his lesson, though. Thankfully. Also, when I said social links with unlikable characters, I was not talking about Nozomi there. Yeah, and also Brigida's in serious trouble right now. So here's the thing. I need to do something else tonight because tomorrow night we rank up Alonzo and then I'm happy. But we could also go for Heizme or Brigida. But there is a Mustari in this town. It should be listed as a tolerance increase on my map. Yeah, the masked woman. Well, I mean, Forden supposedly killed the sea monster that was plaguing everyone, but, yes, if only we had some kind of aquatic gauntlet one, or if only. So, I believe this doesn't expire until much later in the game, but I do want to take care of this as soon as I can, so I don't forget later, because I'm doing this entirely for a memorandum entry. Yeah, so let's hear her out. There are a lot of Mustari that you have to talk. This isn't even the end of the Mustari you need to spend time with to get memorandum entries. I wonder if the game is trying to tell us something about Will maybe having some very deep affinity with the Mustari in the future. I'm foreshadowing something for the next arc that I will be gushing about once I get there. Yeah, we don't actually have very much of an, idea of any religions besides Sanctism and the Mustari one. Presumably, Sanctism's stamped out every other mainland religion out there. Well, we know the Elder... It's implied the Elder have their own that Will believes in, but we don't really know much more than that.
If so...
True. Oh yeah, no, we've actually come to understand that quite well. I like how she's even acknowledging her own biases there. See, this is why, yeah, just calmly communicating about your own cultural differences can lead to exchanges like this. I mean, maybe one day there will be a time when you're accepted. Okay, so they're a polytheistic religion.
Alright.
But yes, this is what gets you the memorandum entry on the Mustari religion. Which is entirely why I did that one. And also to stall time before we can spend time with Alonzo again.
Have a look.
Okay, got another package from Bardon. After we, well, at least he's still giving us packages after we called him out and what he was doing. So yeah, memorandum entry, pagan faith. Though the word itself merely refers to a different religious belief, the kingdom has long been sanctist, and the term has come to refer to beliefs outside of sanctism. One such example includes the Mustari tribe and their belief in the dragon god. However, when people are referred to as pagans, it is often meant in a discriminatory way. Well, that's kind of true of real life as well, sadly. Though the Mustari tribe's faith is regarded as pagan, its history is longer than that of sanctism's. It is a polytheistic religion that began with worship of nature, and through the priestesses, they can converse with gods that reside in objects. Traditions are passed down orally as a fundamental aspect of the religion. In their long history, several customs have, unfortunately, been twisted. So, Sanctism isn't the only religion that has its flaws. You know what? I think I'm actually going to end things here, because if I end things here, I'll have one more part to cover everything else before the soiree, and then we'll be at the soiree itself. So, yeah, thank you all for watching, and, oh yeah, because we did get Sniper in this part as well, and I'll see you next time for Alonzo Somehow Gets Even Better. Look forward to that.